Hi guys, I just let out a community post in which I asked people if they would like to learn how to connect VS Code to RunPods in just 5 minutes. And we see 79% of the people wanted to learn, and so this is this video. So as you know, RunPods, it's a cloud GPU and I use that a lot. I'll just log into my RunPods and show you the thing. So as you can see, I'm a huge regular user of RunPods, and what we can do is we can start up, for example, a Jupyter notebook and work here. But I really love VS Code and I would like to connect VS Code and RunPods so that I can run my scripts here, but I use the huge powering GPUs, cloud GPUs of RunPods. So this is how you do it. I have written down the steps. First, you need to create a pair, a key pair in the terminal window. So I copy this code and I go to CMD, which is a command prompt, and I paste it here, ssh-keygen. So we are going to use ssh. So it asks me if I wanted to create a key in this location. Enter file key. I say okay, and already exists, so I want to overwrite, so I say Y. Now enter passphrase. I'm going to leave it blank, and we have generated the key here. The next step is we need to put in this for Windows. You can put in this cat1 for Mac. So I go back and put this in, and we have this key. Now what I'm going to do is copy this key, the SSH key, copy this and go to settings here, go to SSH public keys and add in the public key and update the public key here. So we have the public key and now everything is set up. We can go to pods, GPU pod for example. We take RunPod PyTorch 2.1.1 and take the cheapest GPU, which is $0.34 per hour, RTX A4000. Click on deploy, click on customize deployment, increase this to 200, increase or decrease this to 0. Click on set overrides. Now we have this SSH terminal access, so we click on continue and deploy this pod. Now we have a pod running in just a short period of time. So I go to my pods here and let's wait for a few seconds so it gets connected. Once we have this connect button, we will be able to connect to this pod. Let us go to Visual Studio Code Editor and make some things ready. So here Control-Shift-P, and we need to type remote SSH, connect to host, click, and then click on add new SSH host. Go back to the RunPods, click on connect, and then you have this SSH overexposed TCP. So copy this and go back to Visual Studio Code Editor, paste it in, press enter, and now select this one, first one. So we have added the SSH source remote. Then again Control-Shift-P, connect to host and look at the number, the IP address and the port. So IP is 6930.8570. So this is where we want to connect, 6530. So this will open up a new window. Click on Linux. So I maximize this and let's wait for this to get connected. So on the left bottom we can see opening remote. On the right bottom we can see it's downloading the VS Code server. It's trying to connect to the RunPods. So I think the connection is done. On the left bottom you can see SSH, it is connected. Now what you can do is open up a terminal here, and in the terminal we can just try and see and load some things. Let's go to a GitHub repo, for example this open voice repo. Click on the code, copy this and go back to our instance of RunPod, which is running locally now. So say git clone and paste in the link of GitHub, and we can see it has been cloned. So we can click on open the folder here, and in the folder we have this root folder, but we are interested in this folder that we have just cloned. So click on open voice and click on OK. So we'll have this interface where we have open voice. We click on Linux here. We are opened on open voice and we have all these files. It's getting connected, setting up the SSH connection, and I need to trust this, and I have all these files which I can work. And now whatever command that I write here, everything will be executed on the RunPod instance or the virtual GPU which I have running here. So instead of going to connect, instead of going to this Jupyter Lab, what I can do is I can use the Jupyter Lab of the VSCode Studio, and that is amazing. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, watch out the other videos on my channel, and please leave a comment on what you would like to know next. I would definitely try to create a video on that. Thank you. Have a nice day.